Have you ever looked at yourself and quietly wondered, when did I fall apart? You try so hard, you work long hours, you push through the pain, but nothing seems to change. You feel stuck, broken in places you don't even talk about, and just exhausted from trying to appear okay. Maybe you, VE, reached a point where you, Dan T, trust your own effort anymore, where discipline feels impossible, and life feels heavier than it should. If you've ever felt this way, this story is for you. There once lived a carpenter named Jonas, a man known in his town for building strong tables, perfect cabinets, and doors that never creaked. But life had worn him down quietly. Years of disappointments, failures, and emotional wounds had carved deep cracks inside him, cracks no one saw, but he felt every single day. There was a time when Jonas woke up early, energized, ready to create. But now he woke up tired, even after a full night's sleep. The man who once built beautiful things could no longer imagine building anything new. His tools gathered dust, his workshop grew silent. Half-finished projects lay everywhere, each one a reminder of how far he had fallen from the person he used to be. One evening, after another day of doing nothing, Jonas sat alone in his dim workshop. He stared at his workbench, cluttered and abandoned. He whispered to himself, "What happened to me? How did I become this person? When did I lose the strength to continue?" And for the first time, he said something he had never admitted before. "I, Dan T, know how to rebuild my life." As he sat there in the silence, his eyes fell on an old wooden chair in the corner, one of his earliest creations. It was scratched, wobbly, and broken on one leg. He remembered building it in his early 20s, full of hope, full of energy. He kept it because it reminded him of who he used to be. Slowly, Jonas dragged the chair to the center of the workshop. "If I can fix this," he whispered to himself, "maybe I can fix myself too." The next morning, he stood in front of the chair with a plan, not a big one, not a dramatic one, just a simple rule. Work on it for 10 minutes, no matter what. That was it. No pressure, no perfection, only discipline. On the first day, he sanded one small area. On the second, he tightened the loose joints. On the third, he replaced the broken leg. The progress was tiny, almost invisible, but something inside him shifted. For the first time in months, he felt a small spark. 10 minutes became 12. 12 became 15. 15 became half an hour. Not through motivation, but through consistency. Jonas realized something powerful. He didn't need to rebuild his whole life all at once. He only needed to rebuild one small part of it every single day. As the days passed, he showed up again and again, even when he didn't want to, even when life felt heavy, even when his mind whispered old lies. Because discipline is not loud or dramatic. It is quiet. It is stubborn. It is choosing to move, even just 1 inch, when everything inside you wants to stop. A week later, the chair was nearly finished. It looked nothing like the broken piece he had dragged out from the corner. The wood was smooth. The legs were strong. The polish shined softly in the sunlight. And unexpectedly, so did Jonas. He stood there, staring at the chair that had survived time, neglect, and damage. It wasn't perfect, but it was whole again. And that was enough to make Jonas understand something life-changing. Rebuilding isn't about speed, it's about discipline. Who you become is shaped by what you do dailiest, especially on the days you feel like doing anything at all. As Jonas restored the chair, He was restoring himself. He began cleaning the workshop one shelf a day. Then he fixed another old piece of furniture. Then he organized his tools. Then he started waking up earlier, just 15 minutes at first. Then he took longer walks. Then he allowed himself to dream again quietly, cautiously, courageously. Not because life magically improved, but because his discipline created a rhythm, a structure, a path forward. The town soon noticed his work returning to life. Customers came back. New orders arrived. People whispered, "Jonas has found his spark again." But they were wrong. He didn't find a spark. He built one disciplined step at a time. One quiet morning, as he placed the fully restored chair outside his shop, he realized it had taught him the most important lesson of his life. You, Dan T., rebuild yourself through motivation. You rebuild yourself through discipline. Motivation fades. Feelings shift, but discipline stays. Discipline is the force that carries you when your heart is tired and your mind is lost. Jonas didn't rebuild his life overnight. He rebuilt it in small, steady strokes. Just like the grains of wood he worked on daily. And in doing so, he discovered a truth most people spend a lifetime trying to escape. The future belongs to the person who keeps going, even slowly. So if you're listening and you feel broken, scattered, or far from who you want to be, begin with one small step. Just 10 minutes, just one action, just one choice made with discipline. Because the hidden power of discipline is not that it forces you to become someone new. It guides you back to the person you were always meant to be. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, please consider sharing it. Subscribe for more content like this. Take care.